All right, welcome back to the IowaClassicSports.com studios. Dave Bingham and my brother Brandon running the camera like we do every Friday night to wrap up the Friday night action. This is week 3. It was a pretty good, crisp night out there. It actually felt like football. And we really had a chance to go watch Southeast Polk take on Ames. It was interesting because you knew Polk would be back with all those great skill positions, and Jeff Woody did not disappoint. He's going to be a fantastic running back. He's going to be the leader in the CIML after this week, I believe. Another great game from him, and you'll see some of those highlights coming up. But Ames got a couple great players. I thought their quarterback, Marty Pick, played awfully well in this game, and Ben Cotton is something special. I mean, with Coach Barney, his dad on the side, it was a lot of fun to watch those two work together. And Ames is going to be better. They got a tough game against Newton, but they should fare well in this conference, and I think this is an opportunity for them to get back into the playoffs. But Polk is awfully good. You know, earlier today, VJ was in my office. He was on the internet checking out some cricket scores, and he had a prediction for this game. VJ, let's go listen to VJ and see what he had to say about tonight's game.
Hello, I'm VJ from VJ's TV service, checking in at the cricket score. That's World Cup 2020 cricket game is going on in South Africa, and I'm checking on India's score. This week there is a game between Southeast Polk and Ames, and Southeast Polk is going to win the game.
And why?
That's for sure.
Do you like their helmets? You got their helmet around there?
Yep, there's a helmet, and they are going to win the game. I guarantee you that.
The lock of the week. So VJ 3-0, unbelievable. The guy he just can't miss. He's on fire. So if you ever want to pick, give VJ a call over here right by my office. But Bob also out at the game. Let's get some of his final thoughts on this Southeast Polk Ames matchup.
Dave, a battle of unbeatens here tonight in Ames. Stiff test for the Rams on the road. They answer, they respond, tough defense on both sides. Obviously, the key to the game for Ames tonight was Cotton. I don't know how many catches he had, but it seemed like 25 catches, maybe 230 yards. He was all over the place. Again, like we saw last week with Connor Worthington, a guy who's all over the field. Nice quarterback for Ames. Pick, I thought, was pretty under control. Had a lot of weapons with both Tims. And this is a team that's going to be tough in that Iowa conference in the CIML. On the other side of the ball, the Rams, excellent defense, a couple batted balls at the line that came up huge. They stopped big drives. And when they got down, they didn't give up. They just kept coming back like last year, and I think that's a good sign for them. Woody looks stronger on offense this year, and the young quarterback, Engel, really took control of the offense and did a great job.
Thanks a lot, Bob. And it was kind of cool to be up at Ames the night before the Iowa State game where the Hawkeyes come into Jack Trice Stadium. And Bob, what are some of your thoughts on the Iowa State matchup?
As far as the big game tomorrow, or what they call the big game, Iowa State hosts Iowa. I don't know if Iowa State's going to like this one. They're going to play a lot better than they did in the first 2 games, but don't look for any miracle this weekend. Iowa wins this one by at least a couple touchdowns, even if they play bad. I don't know what VJ has to say about that.
Iowa and Iowa State, yes, I've heard about it. It's a big game, and I believe Iowa State is going to win the game.
Uh-oh, going with the Cyclones.
Cyclones, yeah.
So VJ, I don't know, we'll see. He's taking the Cyclones. The guy's a little bit crazy. He took the Rams in the other game, but he's taking the Cyclones tomorrow. But this is a chance to introduce you to our whole crew. We got our scrub and our grip. And let's go to the grip first. And Todd Stites, see what he thinks about tomorrow's Iowa State matchup.
Predictions for the big game tomorrow: Hawkeyes 32, Cyclones 3.
Iowa's got a pretty good defense. They're #1 in the nation right now in scoring allowed. I'm going to have to go with the Iowa Hawkeyes 23-6.
Geez, Shaggy missing a field goal or making?
Shaggy, I think, is going to definitely miss at least one. I mean,
the extra point?
No, they're going to get 2 field goals. Shaggy's going to go 2 for 3.
All right, so Brandon running the camera right there. He likes the Hawkeyes. I like the Hawks too tomorrow. You know, what a great game from Jeff Woody. He's been a fun guy to cover the last couple of years for the Rams, just a junior. And you'll actually hear from him and Ben Cotton in the Blitz Extra next week. But I got to give you my thoughts on the Iowa State game. I really think the Cyclones need an identity. Kind of are looking for one right now, searching, and Brett Meyer's been one of the great athletes for us to cover here in high school and in college. So look for him to have a bounce-back game and play a little better. I think Iowa State will stay in the game, but got to take the Hawkeyes in this one. I'm not sure what the score is going to be. All I know is my man crush on old Brandon Myers right here, getting ready to throw one down in the 2004 state championship basketball game against Fort Dodge St. Edmund. Not going to give you a score, Just need Myers to get in the end zone 3 or 4 times and the Hawks to win. All right, that's going to do it. But before we go ahead and check out our emails. If you haven't noticed, our polls are over on the side. You can check those out. But find our email. It's kimsports@msn.com. You can find it under our information. And this week, if you say VJ is cool, send us an email. You're going to get a chance to register next week for $20 gift certificates to Harrison Sports. We're going to give away 3. VJ is going to pick them out of a hat. So go ahead. Email me at kimsports@msn.com. You'll find the email, get a chance to register at Harrison Sports, one of 3 locations in Indianola, Des Moines, and in Ankeny. And thanks to Clark County State Bank and Saturn of Des Moines for making these webcasts possible. That's going to do it for week 3 of IowaClassicSports.com. Stay with us. We'll talk to you next week.